So, Jordan, thank you. Well, kia ora, my friend, Jordan Gavet, the extraordinaire queen of the land artist. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me your time. We'll start off at school. How was your experiences at school and how did you deal with school?
Academically, I guess I brought the stress on myself because I wasn't trying it. My head wasn't really in it. It's, you know, now I kind of, years later, I know it's because I'm a creative and I didn't want to learn about geography or whatever, you know, but at the time, when you're finding yourself and things like that and you feel like you're not performing, that can be stressful. But that's, I guess, a good takeaway, like that may not be your lane or that you can find something that you will excel in, you know? But in the moment, I kind of just ran away because it was too hard. So I just didn't try, you know, because I'm like, if I try, I might fail. So it's easier kind of not to try. And then that stresses me out even more because I'm like, I'm not even trying. Like, you know what I mean? It's this weird cycle.
Now, looking back, hindsight, as we're older, what advice would you give your younger self in those times?
So many things. You know, hindsight is a beautiful thing. Probably my biggest regret, or not even regret, but biggest piece of advice I would give my younger self now is just not to care what other people think. Because that actually put a lot of stress on me. Like, worrying about what people thought of me really affected me in so many ways. You know, and it's funny because you learn that as soon as I finished school and started getting into my 20s and things like that, it changed. Like, I was like, these people don't pay my bills. You know, like, these people aren't. And your whole perspective changes. And I'm like, man, I wish I was like this in school. But yeah, you live and you learn. And it gets better and it gets easier. But I'm still learning. I still have to pull myself in.
How have you learned or even used stress now as like a tool, as something to push through? Like,
I definitely learned that later in life. I only heard the word anxiety like in the last, you know how it's
like last like maybe 5 years?
Yeah. But my whole life I thought there was something wrong with me because I was just so much so to the point, like, if there's a group of people, I'll walk behind them. And I didn't know what there was. I just thought that was me, that just everything kind of stressed me out. I overthought everything. And now there's so much information about it. There's so many people talking about it. I'm like, it's normal. Like, everyone has like a level of it. And I don't feel like this weirdo. You know, so that helps. Now I have learnt in recent years, which has probably been one of the best things to happen to me, to turn that around and to use that as to drive me. And that can look like, you know, things that are scary. Even coming on tour with you. You know, when I first got that email and there were discussions about it, I was like, oh, hell no. You know, like, like, that's such a good opportunity. And other people would have jumped and been like, this is the greatest thing to happen to me. But we all deal with things differently and different things are scary to different people. That scared me, you know, like being on stage in front of that many people. I had never been on a tour before. And then that's when I had to stop myself and, you know, pause and, you know, come on, let's use this. Like, use that fear, that anxiety, and turn this into something that could be potentially really good for me. And it ended up being one of the best things I ever did. Because you never know, stepping into your, like, fear and that stressful environment, how you might be able to actually, you know, put a handle on it and turn it into something good for you. But it's hard, it's not easy.
Hard, eh? Stepping out of your comfort zone. Sometimes when you actually step into that place of being vulnerable, it actually is empowering, eh? And you
100%.
find that you're actually a lot more stronger and more capable than what you ever thought you would be.